Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the brand new Natasha Denona Retro Palette. If you're interested in seeing this really beautiful color story and how we can take a daytime look to night or for evening wear, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so thank you so much for clicking on my video. So today we're going to be looking at the Natasha Denona Retro Palette. This palette just released with Sephora September 2nd, so I ordered it right away and I was really excited. I quite honestly didn't do the pre-order with Natasha Denona because when I tried to order it, as soon as I got the email, the website kept crashing and I was on my phone, so it just wasn't working. So I waited until September 2nd with Sephora and I was super shocked. I was not planning on filming today because it said I was going to receive it on Tuesday, September 7th, but I got it early. I got it today. I did not pay for expedited shipping, but I think there's something a little off because I saw one of my other friends post on Instagram that he's not, like, his order has now been delayed and it's going to take a little longer for him to get it. So I don't know what's going on, except I'm excited that I got it so quickly. So here we go. Now this palette is one of her mid-size palettes, midi they call them, I think. So it retailed for $65 and it's like a really beautiful, like, romantic color story. Natasha Denona calls it her biggest release of the year. I don't know how she measures that, but that's what she's calling it. In my opinion, you know, she had a lot of good releases this year. So, but to her, for some reason, this was the biggest release of the year, and I'm excited to have it. Initially, when I heard that she was releasing a retro palette, I was like, meh. I hadn't seen the color story and I just wasn't too into it because I did buy this one after seeing it on Mel Thompson's channel. Now, if you don't know what this one is, this is the mini retro palette. And it's cute. It just does not show up like at all on my skin tone. I'm just like not inspired by it. It always has to be a companion palette, which some of her minis are really good and they don't require to bring in another palette. So I just wasn't so into it. Then I saw the color story and I was like, yes, this is gorgeous. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. And my initial reaction, and now I'm like hearing a lot of people say the same thing, like it reminds them of like the She's in Parties palette by Milk Cosmetics. For me, I would say that it's like glam palette slash love palette, Natasha Denona glam palette, Natasha Denona love palette, and the Melt She's in Parties palette had a baby. You know, I don't know how you take three to make one baby, but this is their baby. This is their love child, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I am going to ask for your help on this one because right now Sephora's having a sale, and I think their Sunrise and their Love palette is 50% off. I've wanted the Love palette for so long, and for whatever reason I haven't purchased it, but I want to know, like, if you guys have this, like, what do you think? Like, after I show you my swatches and everything, like, tell me what you guys think. Do you think that after having this one, like, do I need the Love palette? I feel like with Sunrise, you get, like, the oranges and the yellows a little bit, so I could see how I could justify that. So let me know what you think. And I did see that Sunrise is sold out, but they do that when it goes on sale and then they bring it back a couple days later. So I'm really looking for someone's feedback because I'm undecided at this point. This palette retails for $65 and it is her mid-size palettes, which I really love this size palettes. I'm still a little salty about why Circo Loco didn't come in at that price range. That one was like bigger pans and it was like the $129 one, but I really like this size. I think that it's perfect for everyone's needs. I did hear somebody say that this is like their version of a neutral palette, so, but for me, it's just a really beautiful romantic color story. I like the berries. I like some of like the gray tones in there. I like the nudes and then the pops of pink here. Maybe like the little terracotta there. I just think it's really beautiful. The palette comes with 4 creamy matte formulas, the cream to powder, which I love. And then it comes with 3 mattes and then the rest are shimmers and maybe 1 duochrome. We'll see. But you know, I'm really excited and it swatched really beautiful as per usual. I'm really never concerned anymore when it comes to Natasha Denona formula. It's kind of like an Old Faithful, kind of like Pat McGrath. Like, it's gonna work because their formula formulas are bomb. So now that you've seen the palette and some of the details on it, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a very beautiful daytime look, and then I'm gonna transition that into a nighttime look. And I thought about an everyday look because I did get a lot of feedback of people saying that they thought of this color story as like their neutral, their everyday neutral type of palette. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go in with a daytime look, and then we'll oomph it up, smoke it out for nighttime, so that you guys can see the versatility of the palette. As we're filming and doing the video, can you guys leave me some feedback on my lighting as well? I got some feedback saying that that light behind there was too bright and too distracting, so I turned it off. I also got some feedback that that tree was distracting, and I thought about moving it, but to be honest, there's a sentimental reason why that tree is back there. It's a lemon tree. It's not real, but it reminds me of my mom, and so I just feel like this is my little way of like bringing a little piece of my mom into my channel. And so I'm not gonna move the tree, but I turned off the lights. So let me know what the lighting looks like. Okay, so I did prep my lids with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a BK Beauty 206. I'm gonna go into the shade Nude Mauve, which is this one here. And I'm just going to set a base. This actually looks a little bit more pigmented or more smoky than I thought it would. So that's a good thing, I guess. So I just went all over, just a little bit below my crease. That alone looks pretty. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Andy. It's a matte color, and it's just like a pretty mauve or a dusty rose. But again, we don't wanna go too crazy for daytime, so I'm just gonna place it here, sort of like halfway through, and pull it out a little bit. It's a little bit lighter than I thought it would be, but that's okay. It's a daytime look. So actually I'm gonna go through the whole lid. I'm gonna go back into Nude Mauve and just reinforce that area where we laid the color at first. It's light, it's pretty. I think it's very daytime appropriate. I am going to add in one more element, which is maybe do like a little eyeliner situation. Nothing too dark or too crazy because we're gonna smoke it out for nighttime, but I think I'm gonna go into this one, Amara. It's like a pretty pink with like a little bit of an orange hint to it. It's really beautiful. Ooh. Kind of looks brown too. It's really a pretty color. And I'm gonna do like just a very messy like eyeliner. I'm gonna take the shade Mod, that white color there, and just brighten up the inner corner. This is very pigmented. Wow, that's really pigmented. Whew. I haven't seen anything that pigmented since the Beetlejuice collection from Melt. That's pretty though. I'm gonna dust a little bit of Nude Mauve on the lower lash line. Nothing too crazy because this is a daytime look. And there we go. Let me do the other eye off camera and I'll come back so that you can see, and then we'll start on smoking it out. Okay, and here is the final look for daytime. I thought it was really, really light, really pretty. I think that this shade here, which is Andy, this one shocked me because it looks a little smoky in the pan. It looks like it's gonna have a more like toned down color, but it was actually the bright pink that you see in my lid there. So it kind of surprised me, but I think it's pretty. I think like, even though for work, most would say like, I wouldn't go with that color powder for the eyeliner, Yadi. Like, I thought that that was pretty, but you could also go in with like this one here, which is Apart, which is a really nice brown to line the eyes a little bit. But in general, for me, I'm wearing color to work every day anyway, so this is just fine. It's really girly, it's really pretty, it's really simple. So here, take a look. I also went pretty light on the lips, and I went in with my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude in Andrea, and then I lined my lips for like a little pink pop to go with the eyes with my Color Pop. This is in Bumble. These little lippies are these little lip liners are like the best. The best. Also in the waterline, instead of going in with like a traditional bone colored or white eyeliner, I actually went in with my Nabla Cosmetics. This is the Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stilo. This is an Arrow number 5, and it's a really, really pretty nude color, you guys. But what I like about it and why it's good in the waterline recently is it's almost got like a little caramel tone to it. You see that? Now, if you look at my eyes, it gives it like a little bit of a smokiness, but still light enough for everyday, like during the day wear. And so I just wanted to point this out because I'm really, really loving this eyeliner. So that's what I went in to the waterline with. So now let's work on smoking it up. So what I'm thinking is like, you know, sometimes I'll do just like a wash of color. Sometimes, not very much, but sometimes I'll do just a wash of color when I'm traveling, going to work meetings during the day. And then I might have like a special work dinner or happy hour or something like that. So I want to smoke it out and I want to transition from daytime into nighttime. And so again, because everybody kept saying that's like an everyday neutral type of palette, I wanted to just kind of show how we can take a daytime look where you maybe have 15 minutes to get ready for the evening and smoke it up to make it look really, really pretty. All right, so you guys were like a little too close for my comfort, so I pulled you out a little bit. I think that I want to stick with like the berry color. I want to stick with like the burgundies and stuff. And we're going to use some of these shimmers too. But I mean, I say that because I'm always thinking like smoke. You're probably going to go in with like, you know, a brown like this. But I want to stick to like the dark, dark berries and just kind of oomph it up. I'm going to go into this shade here down below, which is called Rebellion. And I'm taking my BK Beauty 207. This is like my trusty little pencil brush. And this is one of those creamy formulas. So I'm going to just start out here. I'm almost going to use like where the eyeliner was and use that as a guide. And I'm going to start here and start shaping it out how I want it. Ooh, just that. Look at that. That is so, so beautiful, you guys. I'm excited. I mean, you guys saw me in my MAC video either earlier today or tomorrow, depending on when I upload this video. Like, berries kind of have my heart this year. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm going into fall thinking like the taupey gray sweaters with like berry eye looks. Oh, I'm so excited. We need to activate boot season like ASAP. ASAP. All right, so I think that that's enough there. I want a little bit more smokiness to it, so I actually am going to go into this brown, which is called Apart. It's a really pretty brown, so I'm going to go in with my Lotus brush soft definer. I like it because it's like a small little blending brush for my hooded lid, so it gets right where I want it to be. And I'm not gonna go as high as I did with the berry. I'm gonna stick a little bit closer to the lash line. Dude, it's that creamy formula. Ooh. Okay. All right. Dang, that was super, super pigmented. It totally took over my berry, which is not okay. So we're going to go back into Rebellion. And just kind of marry the two. It's a really pretty gradient there. I don't have any product on this brush. I'm just gonna like buff it out up here. It was a little too defined for my liking. Look at how pretty it looks now. Woohoo! Next, I'm going to take the shade Helio, this one here. So, so pretty. And I'm going to go in with a brush. I I'm going to check it out. I would like to go in with my finger, but with my nails, sometimes it doesn't get the color where I want it. But this one seems creamy enough that I can place it down with this little brush. This is the Flat Definer by Sonia G. It's in the Kayaki set. Ooh. That is such a creamy, beautiful shade, you guys. Whew. Love it. I'm going to take Rebellion one more time and just, you know, reinforce the work we did there. Because this is an evening look, I want to smoke out the lower lash line since we didn't do it for daytime. So I'm going to go into Rebellion again. And I might marry it with like a part with the deeper brown. Or with Amara, that orangey shade that we used for the eyeliner. Wow. Do you see what I mean? Like this brush, let me show you guys this brush. It is like the perfect little detail fluffy brush for these little areas because I don't have like the biggest eyes or too much space to work with, but it gets right in there. That looks really pretty. I'm going to take my flat definer brush again and I'm going to go into this shade, Patty. And I'm going to go just in the middle there. Ooh, I'm loving it. Loving it. And then lastly, I'm going to take the shade Psychedelic. This one's so pretty. It's kind of like a topper shade, like a shimmer shade. It's not too opaque, but it's so pretty. I mean, it almost looks like a little duochrome to me. And I'm going to pop it in the inner corner. We're smoking it out for evening time, so the shimmer is all good. That's beautiful. Now I want to intensify the lower or the waterline. I want to smoke it out. Every time I put black or a darker color in there, it just automatically smokes up the entire look. And although it makes my eyes a little bit smaller, I still feel like it gives it like that smoky, mysterious type of look. So I don't have the Natasha Denona, like that burgundy one that was released with the mini Xenon palette. But I have this one by Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Ultra Glide, and it's in the shade Alkaline. And I think it gives us exactly the smoke that we want. So there it is. Let me show you just a little swatch of it so you know what color I'm doing there. Do you see? It's almost spot on to the one that Natasha Denona released, but I think it just draws everything in. So let me go ahead and finish the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back, and then we'll kind of deepen up the lip for nighttime. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I smoked out the other side. Now I want to intensify the lips a little bit. Now, usually when I do something smoky on the eyes, I like to go very neutral on the lips, but we already did neutral today during the day. So we're going to smoke it out or deepen up the berry just a little bit. One of my favorite lip liners to do that if I want to stay like in, not the red, but like the berry space and keep it light but not too light, is this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This one's called Bond Girl, and I have the matching lipstick to it. It's so, so beautiful, you guys. But today, I'm going to keep my I Need a Nude Andrea there, and then I'm going to like bolden up or deepen up the lip liner. So that's all I want to do. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bold, but just to kind of give it a little bit more of a pop. So here's the final look. Let me bring you in just for a second. So here is the final evening look. Okay, guys, so there we go. We were able to take a very light, pretty, flirty, girly look with the Natasha Denona Retro Palette and then smoke it out for evening time. Honestly, like, The smoked out look is, you know, gonna be my favorite. I just love color. But I'm excited to play with it a little bit more and then see what else I can come up with. And again, don't forget to let me know in the comments down below, like, do I still need love? Do I need sunrise? Because I know that the love palette has that red and it has, you know, the deep purple. And so I honestly don't have that in my collection. A red, I can't think of just like a matte red. So let me know if I still need sunrise, if I still need love. For now, I absolutely love this. I still don't understand why Natasha Denona is like, you know, remixing the mini palettes and turning them into the midi size, but I'm not complaining. I just don't know why she's not coming up with new names. There must be a reason behind it, but whatevs. So anyway, I love, 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 love. What do you guys think? Is this a good neutral everyday palette? Do you guys want to see more looks? Because I know today I only did 2 and usually I like to do like 3 to 5 looks. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to oblige. I picked up the MAC collection, the Natasha Denona Retro Palette, and I haven't been buying as much makeup lately. And I mentioned that because I think I'm going to take a little break. Like I don't want to be buying and buying without really enjoying my stuff. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to dip back into the palettes that I have to play some more with my Shop My Stash series. But let me know if you want to see more looks with this. I absolutely will. So just you let me know. You tell me, honey. I do it. Okay? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to have like daylight swatches of the palette there along with these looks. So go follow me there so that you guys can kind of keep up with that. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.